Hey everyone, it's Brianna, and here's another part to my eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to get straight on into it. This eyeshadow palette right here is by Clean Color. This comes with a highlighter and a bronzer, which I think is really nice, but it doesn't fit my skin. Like, the bronzer is kind of my skin tone, to be honest. And now, I don't think that this is an eyeshadow palette. I believe that this is a blush. Like, this is a blush, actually. Sorry for that interruption. I also have the window open, so forgive me. I do believe that this is a blush palette. It's a blush, highlight, and bronzer palette. I don't think this is for eyes, though I would use it for eyes anyways. And these are colors I can just dip my brush in and not have a problem with what color I come up with. So that will be staying. I have this blush right here by Malibu Glitz, I believe. Yeah, this is a Malibu Glitz blush. It doesn't have a name, but it's just a deep red, rosy color. That little art actually explained it well. And this is a baked eyeshadow by Clean Color. And this collection is called the American Icon. You can use these wet or dry. I've never used these things wet before because I'm really shaky about having wet eyeshadow on my eyelids. But this is in the color Glitter Copper, which actually fits really well. I've never used this on my eyes. This has been a great highlight color for me. That stays. Then I have this really big eyeshadow that Brooke stepped on and broke. Isn't that great? But these are colors that totally spoke out to me because I do like pop of colors now, and if an eyeshadow has a black, this palette is definitely gonna work out. Okay, and I have used this. There's also a highlight shade in here too, which makes me keep eyeshadow palettes. And sadly, this eyeshadow does not have a name, but this is from shopmissay.com. Have another little blush here, and this one's by AOA Studio. This is from shopmissay.com as well. It's just a little berry tone blush in the color Stunner. I've had this for a while. It stays. Now I have this Sexy Colors palette from Sante. This is the Sexy Colors 6 Kit eyeshadow, sorry. And these are colors that I definitely will wear. This is like my staple colors. Like anything black, silver, and gray are my staple colors. And like sultry shades. Speaks about my personality. And then I have this really cool, it's a really cool packaging. Let me put this down. Because, like, this part actually goes down and it holds a sponge. Okay, and I don't know if you guys just heard that my stomach is growling. But, this powder is actually really it's too light for me, so I have to mix it with some of my dark powders that I recently showed you. And this is the color Dark Almond. This is the True Self pressed powder, okay? And then I have this Color Made shadow that I found in Dollar Tree, which I love the makeup in Dollar Tree. I really want to do a Dollar Tree makeup haul pretty soon. This color is really nice. Like, people don't like shimmery blushes, but I love them so much. I would prefer a glossy look than a dry look, and that's because my skin is so dry. Now I have another red blush right here by Amuse Cosmetics. This does not have a name, unfortunately. Now this palette right here actually does have a name. This is the KC Eyeshadow Quads. And this is in the color Countryside. I almost said Courtyard, but this is the Countryside. Okay? Haven't used that one yet, so I'm not going to throw that one away just yet. I'm going to move these forward some. Alright. I have this pressed powder here by Clean Color, I believe. This is by Clean Color. This is in the color Desert Beige. This is the Featherlight Powder Foundation. And I have this blush right here by Sante, I believe. Yeah, by Sante. This is the Blush Me Lightweight and Blendable. This is in the color number 1, Peachy. Though in reality it just is hot pink. It's actually really hot pink in reality. This color is really nice. And I love the packaging as well. Like, I really appreciate palettes that give you a mirror inside, because sometimes it's a hassle to bring a mirror. At least for me it is. Because there's a huge, there's a high chance of the mirror breaking. So this one's actually got a giant mirror. Okay, this is by Revlon. And I really want more Revlon makeup. Sorry if I sound like that. I'm rushing. My behind is hurting sitting on the floor. A lot of these colors really are really shimmery, and let me just say this from using this palette is amazing. This is great. Now I haven't dug into the blushes in this palette because they're too light that they might just look like a highlight on me, but this palette is fantastic. You have day, play, and night. So I'm trying to figure out what is play, y'all. Why is there a section in this palette that says play? It's a little weird. But the mirror on this palette is fantastic. You guys can see how I look like. I kept a little like this. I kept the little plastic on the mirror because why not? But this is how the palette looks like. It just says Revlon on it. And this is how the back looks like. It just says makeup palette, day, play, and night. Like, I'm really hoping play isn't sexual. That's the only thing that comes to mind. But here's another palette by Amuse. These are my favorite colors. Like, these colors are fantastic. Like, I just wish there was a lot more usable colors. Because, like, if I'm just going to put this eyeshadow palette on, it's just going to be one of these, not all four. Okay, here's another Amuse palette. Alright, like, this shimmery shade right here is too... it's too dark to make it to be a highlight. So, like, I kind of mixed that. Well, I didn't even touch it, but like if I was going to use this as a highlight, then I would have to mix it. But I think I risked putting this one on my cheek, so this will be really light on me. So I think I used it as a inner highlight for this color because I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I don't even remember really using this palette, y'all. And the more I look at it, it's like it's not really doable colors because I'm trying to figure out how would I use this. The two dark colors right here do help. And because these are all shimmery, this will be great for like a middle color to make it stand out. I will just use these now that I'm looking at it again. So I'm actually just going to throw this one away because the colors in it are not making any sense. And I bought that palette because I really do believe it was because nobody was buying it, and I had that horrible habit on Shop Miss A buying all the crap that nobody didn't want. Okay, so I'm going to be putting these up front as well. Make things a lot easier here. Okay, and I got this. I don't even know how to pronounce this brand. Giordano colors. This one is in Blossom. This came in a set. It was 3 of these in a set. And I really like these shades. My favorite is clearly the dark ones. And with these being light, you could kind of make a look out of it. Though it looks like it probably won't really have a long lifespan in my collection, but I think I should still keep it to give it a shot. Alright, and I have this blush right here. It's really light in person as it's showing up on camera. This is a color I wouldn't normally pick up. Like, I picked the ones that are like just really, really dark. So I'm actually going to be throwing this one away. And I have this Casey trio here. And this one is in the color Mardi Gras. Okay, I'm going to keep it because I feel like yellow is rare. I don't know. And this one is a really good holiday palette. I do like this palette a lot. This came in a set a while back. I don't remember where it's from though, sadly. Now I have this Sante 4 eyeshadow right here. These are really nice colors, but the packaging, like, I don't like how it's slanted like this. So I'm going to get rid of it because every time I look at the palette, I go, wow, this is difficult to dip my hand in. Though I need to buy more makeup brushes. I only have one set and I'm kind of over them. So I have this natural shade kind of palette. This is by Starry 5 Shimmer and Matte palette. This is fantastic because this looks exactly like the Wet n Wild pans. And I think that's why I got it, because I don't really own any of the Wet n Wild stuff like I used to. It's like I did have makeup before I started YouTube, and I wish I was making videos then. But this reminded me a lot of Wet n Wild, and I'm going to keep it because there's a lot of things that you can do with those colors. Now we have another KC Trio. No, not Trio, Quad. KC Quad here. And the color name of this one is Victoria. Haven't even used this palette, though I can see that this probably won't last that long, but I should try it out. I have another palette here. Like, these are the two colors that people try so hard to not buy. But this is the Beautician Lab palette by Clean Color, and this is an Experimenter. I like the left, but not so much to the right, but we'll see how long it lasts. Alright, and I have this blush right here. I love the packaging, and the color is nice. Like, there's an arch on it, in case you didn't see my last video with it. It's like a hibiscus, I believe. I'm sure that's what that is. If not, then just let me know. This is number 1. My foot is falling asleep, y'all. It hurts. Hurts a lot. Okay, so I have another Geo palette right here. So this is the more neutrally shades. My favorite is the 5th and the last one. So probably won't have a long lifespan, but I'm going to try it out anyways. These palettes don't really have any names, unfortunately. Like, the palette itself doesn't have names, but the eyeshadows do. Alright, so here's another trio here. And this one is in, let's see what that says. Mossy. That's pretty cool. This one's over here. This eyeshadow right here I didn't even use yet, and I was telling myself that I needed to use this. I've had this for so long, y'all, and I never used it. Like, the palette is really nice, and a part of me doesn't want to get rid of it, so I'm going to keep it, okay? And this one is in the color number 2. It doesn't have a name. Now, these last two right here. One is an eyeshadow and one is a blush. This eyeshadow is the Color Icon by Clean Color. And these do have names. This is in khaki. It's a really nice color. I do feel like I'm probably not going to use this, which kind of makes me sad because these are really good. Because they have a hot pink one. It's really nice. I'm going to keep it because it really speaks to me now that I'm really into beiges and browns and stuff. So like that'll be great to use. Sorry for my dirty nail. Like, I dumped my finger in one of these colors off camera. But this is just a bright pink blush. This is really good. This is by Bobbi Brown. I didn't pay the crazy price that Bobbi Brown originally is. I got this one discounted at Marshall's. And if I had to pay full price for this, I wouldn't. This is in Pretty Pink. Okay. So that's actually going to be it. There's one last set that I gotta show you guys. Though I haven't really looked into the makeup container that's kind of behind me, because I believe there's pals in there as well. But I'm going to try to make that last one the final one, though that might be really long. But I hope you guys like it anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. I love you guys. See you guys next time.